released body camera video gives us a closer look at the so-called House of Horrors in Arizona, where 55 dogs were seized in September. Their owner now facing allegations of housing the dogs in a biohazard and abusing her elderly mother.
Adult protective. What does that mean?
So
it's like child care services only for an old lady?
On September 22nd, dozens of dogs were seized from April McLaughlin's home in Chandler, Arizona. But months before, police were called to the scene for a different reason.
She's saying that she's being mistreated by her daughter.
In June, Chandler police received a call about McLaughlin's mother, Kathleen McLaughlin, who reported elder abuse at the hand of her daughter. Kathleen had been at the library and reported she was being mistreated.
It was reported by someone else where she went to a library and they reported it to us. I'm speaking with her now, getting some more clarity about it. She's saying that her daughter, she doesn't have power of attorney, so Kathleen makes her own decision. Kathleen suffered a stroke a while ago, maybe the first of this year. I don't know for certain, but she said she suffered a stroke.
The caller reported Kathleen didn't have access to her wallet with her banking information and ID. The caller also said Kathleen didn't have a phone.
She's saying that she don't have access to her bank account anymore because her daughter has changed the password. I'm going to go check with the bank to see if I can get some verification for that. She's saying that her daughter had taken away her phone, which prevents her from being able to call out to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
She had mentioned that the daughter had taken a wallet and an ID and all that other stuff, but she just told me that she found a wallet with an ID, but she don't have a phone. She don't have a bank card.
The caller also made note of dozens of dogs within McLaughlin's home.
She's saying that she's being mistreated by her daughter. I don't know if it's true.
Okay.
I don't know if she has SMI. I'll know a little more once I talk to her daughter, and maybe once you get to speak to her. I do know that she told me that there's about 20 dogs in the home. I've called animal control already.
On June 30th, a Chandler police officer responded to April McLaughlin's home. Video shows the officer approach the scene.
Got a couple questions for you.
Okay. What do you want me to do? You want me to stay in car, or what do you want me to do?
You can step out if you want. You're in
Whatever,
trouble.
yeah.
You live here, right?
I do.
Okay. So, Adult Protective Services.
The officer explains he's there for a welfare check on McLaughlin's mother, Kathleen.
Adult protective. What does that mean?
So
it's like child care services only for an old lady?
yeah, it's basically like they look out for older people that can't take care of themselves,
Yeah.
type of thing.
Well, she can take care of herself. She just
Well, that's what I'm here to find out.
Oh.
Yeah. So somebody called in something that said that they wanted a well check on it, so that's what we're here for. So.
Bizarre. Okay, I've never had that happen. Okay.
April tells the officer her mother has dementia before mentioning her dogs for the first time.
A few things.
Uh-huh.
I have a dog in the back that I had took to the vet, so I have to take him in.
It's fine.
Do you want to see her? Is that what you want?
Yeah, just see her and talk to her real quick.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Is she of right mind and everything? Like,
She has
take care of-
dementia.
She does have dementia?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's,
And how long's that been going on?
Probably like a year and a half.
So, right.
Yeah, no, she has dementia. That's why she's here. But
Okay.
We can't afford to put her in a home. You know
Okay.
what I mean? She can dress herself, eat herself, all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So can I put my dog away
Yeah.
though? Okay.
Yeah.
So he's a special needs dog. I have special needs dogs.
Okay.
So all right. Well, they have to get the car. All right. So I'm going to back in.
Yeah.
I have to
fine.
take my dog around the side.
April explains her dog has special needs and needs to be carried inside.
I have to get my dog. I have to carry him in.
Oh, no problem.
I know it's hot.
No, this isn't hot yet. It's not hot yet.
Okay. Well, yeah. I know, but still, it's still hot, even though it's going to get hotter. Yeah.
While waiting for April to return, the officer speaks with a neighbor nearby. The man admits he's heard the dogs barking before.
How you doing? Good. Do you know the people that live here? Who lives here? Is a woman and her mom?
Yeah.
How are they?
She's quiet. I mean, aside from the dogs barking all the time. Is that what you're here for?
But the neighbor says he's never actually seen April's mother, Kathleen.
How long has this lady been with her mom here?
I don't know. That I can't tell you.
Like this car and all that?
Yeah, that's the way she parks, and she.
I just talked to her. There's just some accusations that she's not letting her. She's taking over all her money and everything else. But I don't know if it's a dementia thing. I don't know if it's a dementia thing.
Did she call it in?
No, APS did.
APS.
So
Wow.
somebody called APS
Gotcha.
with a tip like this. So
Dude,
we're
I've
just checking
never
in.
seen her, man. I'll be honest with you. She told me she's in there. I've never seen her.
Okay.
So,
Well, she's gonna let me talk to her. So.
if you need anything, I'm here. So.
All right. Thanks, man.
All
Appreciate
right.
it. Yep.
After speaking with the neighbor, the officer heads back toward April's home. From the outside, multiple dogs can be heard barking and whining. Seconds later, when April reappears, she's accompanied by her mother, Kathleen.
There's a bunch of stuff in the drawer.
You want to stand in the shade so you're not blaring in the heat here?
Yeah.
Is there a shady spot?
No shade
Okay.
up there. There's shade right there.
Is there shade right here?
Let's look in the front door over here.
Yeah, here's fine. Is that better for you?
Yeah.
Then I can hear you better because the dogs are kind of barking.
Oh, yeah. These have a lot of...
Oh, those are the thorny ones, huh? Yeah. So, my name's Officer Tomaszewski with Chandler Police Department.
Kathleen explains she does have concerns living with her daughter, mentioning multiple dogs.
I'm just here to make sure that everything's fine with you. You have anything that you're concerned about living here?
Well, no. No, we are looking at a different place for me to live.
Okay. All right.
Because she's got so many dogs.
Okay.
Kathleen denies calling anyone for help, saying she doesn't have a phone. That's when April steps in, saying her mother does have access to a phone.
How long have you guys been living together here?
About a year and a half, 2 years.
A year and a half.
Year and a
Year
half?
and a half.
Okay. So, did you make any phone calls to anybody? Do you remember?
No, because I don't have a phone. For some reason, she didn't. Just want me out of the phone.
Does she have a phone or no? She does.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, when I see it, I'll believe it.
When the officer doubles down, asking about abuse allegations, both women say there are no issues.
Is there anything that you wanted to talk to the police about, as far as any kind of alleged abuse or anything like that, or living conditions or anything?
No, recently, since I met you, it's been better.
Since
But-
when?
6 months ago
Okay.
or so.
Next, the officer asks whether April has power of attorney over her mother.
Is there a power of attorney involved in this? Are you a legal power of attorney and all that? To make
Well,
for
I'd like to see that.
is there?
We did it because I took her to all her appointments and everything else when she
So is it
first
medical and a state or
100%.
everything?
100%.
Okay.
I have full say in everything that happens.
Do you have any of that paperwork with you?
Not that I can provide right now, no.
Okay, because I have to report back to this APS guy, and if I don't have anything that says what you're saying, then he has to keep digging, because that's what they do.
When the officer asks for proof, April says she doesn't have easy access to the paperwork.
I'm trying to put this baby to bed right now.
No, I
You know what
do. Unfortunately, like I'm in the middle of moving, so I'm packing and moving everything, and that is not somewhere that's. If I can't go in there and be like, okay, let me go in this box and find it. Literally, that's where I'm.
How
at.
long do you think it would take you to find it?
A few
And get
days.
back to me.
A few days. If you give me your card, I can. You want me to email it to you, or I can.
I'll give you an email, and then you
Yeah.
can email that
Yeah.
information. That way,
I have all the paperwork.
otherwise the
Yeah,
guy who's
that's
calling
fine.
he's either gonna come over here a bunch of times, or he's going to want to see that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
April explains she became power of attorney after she says her mother was scammed.
So when did that go down? The whole paper.
A year and a half ago when she first went in.
So a year and a half ago is when you filed and got all the paperwork for.
100%. There's a both my aunts, her sisters agreed because she got taken for $5,000 from a scammer, from email, from
Okay.
a phone call. I mean, that's where we're at now.
Okay.
You're
So
coming, she
you're
comes in and out.
Okay.
So complete finance, everything. So I have the banks, everything.
Okay.
Because it was just, and she forgets where her phone is, she forgets where she puts everything, right? And then
Okay.
that's where a lot is happening.
Okay.
She has a neurologist, a doctor. I've taken her all her appointments, and they don't want her They don't want her on the computer to get scammed. They don't want her making phone calls to people and getting scammed. Opening.
Does she
emails.
ever go anywhere? Do you ever take her anywhere?
Yeah, I went to the library
Oh, library. When was that?
yesterday.
But once every 3 months.
Month or two, yeah. So when I ask her to go to the grocery store, she says she's too tired. I'll go tomorrow. Can we go tomorrow? So it's kind of like the same thing. So if I asked her to go every day, maybe I would say once every 10 days she might want to go.
Okay.
Library, she enjoys going to the library. She was there for several hours, like 5 hours yesterday.
April tells the officer her mother's health is on the decline.
Every day, every month it's gotten kind of worse.
Okay.
Deterioration. So we're just trying to find her a better place where.
The officer then gives April his contact information in hopes of receiving the paperwork.
It's kevin.tomaszewski at chandleraz.gov. Okay.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Yeah, and just
I could probably find it in 2 days, maybe 4 days.
yeah, if you could find it, send it over. That way.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
That prevents them sending people over here. It prevents a lot of stuff.
So, because they know that I'm making all the decisions. Like getting it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so
That way, if somebody accuses somebody of something,
I know.
they know who's in charge and who's allowed to make decisions and all that kind of
I
stuff.
get it.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I can send it. I don't mind.
Yeah.
So you just need the major power of attorney thing.
just whatever.
The paperwork
The
shows.
paperwork that shows that you are in control of
Happens.
is it finance and health?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like no one can do health on her without my authorization, basically.
Uh-huh.
No one can. I mean, we
Is that
talk about it.
And there's two separate ones, right? One's for finance or estate or whatever, and one's for
Both. I got them
Okay.
all on
Okay.
purpose because she can. When we go to the bank, for instance, like I have access to everything, but she has some say, but I have
Yeah.
access to it. That's where we're at.
Okay.
Before the recording concludes, Kathleen assures the officer she's okay.
All right. Do you have any questions for me, ma'am?
Not right now.
Okay. Well, I'm
She's
glad
almost
you.
80. She's 70.
Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better and you're talking good.
Yeah.
And
Next month, get better and better.
Yeah.
Getting better and better.
She feels
that's good. All right. You have any questions for me or anything? This is just a well check.
Can I get
Maybe
the
it-
records? Am I allowed to, just like I'm allowed to look up the records on who called, I can get those.
Yeah. Here. Let me give you the report number. I'll put it on there. Yeah. So basically, it sounds like something stemmed from the library. Whether did she talk to somebody at the library? Maybe, possibly. That's what I'm guessing. And then the library called APS, and APS called us.
Thank you.
So
Bottom line, that's all I need to know.
pretty much, yeah.
That's all I need to
I don't
know.
know exactly what was said, but it was
You never
enough
know.
to do a well
Prompt
check.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So.
fine. That's all I need. That's
Yeah. Well, I'll give you the report number though. I'll be right back.
Months later, on September 22nd, Chandler police served a search warrant at April's home after receiving reports from a local vet. The report noted uncertain conditions for 3 dogs, but when officials arrived, they found 55 dogs. After that, the dogs were placed with the Arizona Humane Society for medical care. Kathleen was also home at the time the dogs were taken. April McLaughlin initially faced charges of animal cruelty and adult abuse, but the Maricopa County Attorney's Office later dropped those charges and sent the investigation back to Chandler PD. April has since petitioned the court for the return of her 13 dogs, but a judge denied this request. Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.